we're seeing a very, very strong debate tonight. I want to tell you, Alfred. I want to tell you something, Alfred, and Anders, and Soraya. I can tell you a lot of people watching this debate right now in the United States of America commenting that they're enjoying this debate and they don't see these debates on American TV channels, which tells a lot about what American TV channels have been doing. And while you may not agree with everything that RT is doing, I think it's absolutely, absolutely wrong to try and censor channels you don't agree with. You know that, and Anders was shaking his head there. We bring the point back to NATO with a strong intervention from Alfred Desires from Geneva. I'd like Anders to respond. Anders, one line from me before you come in. Isn't, the Putin is right on the aim of NATO trying to encircle Russia. You don't have to say, oh, why is Putin getting upset? We did nothing. We're just nice people. We have a little arrangement called NATO. I'm not justifying what the Russians are doing, but isn't America working on? America is working, Anders, on entrenching its post-Cold War hegemony over Europe, when from 1992 to 2004, 6 countries, either former Soviet republics or the Warsaw Pact, joined the alliance. So the idea is to encircle Russia, and if Russia responds, then you say, why is Russia responding at all? Because we are the free world. Anders.
Well, it's not NATO that's moving east, it's east that's moving towards NATO. People are fleeing Moscow because Moscow is so violent and dictatorial. Nobody wants to live in a dictatorship. So that's what's going on. The U.S., I think the U.S. should, and possibly NATO should, impose a no-fly zone. But in a sense, we are, by providing Stinger missiles, which are surface-to-air, shoulder-fired missiles. The West is, in fact, providing the Ukrainians with the means to put a no-fly zone by themselves. And let's remember that the Ukrainians are actually in the lead on this. They're fighting much harder than we are, frankly.
No, they're not.
And this is not a proxy war. This is a leadership by the Ukrainians. The Ukrainians are asking for what they need, and we're providing some of it. We're not even providing all of it.
One question to you.
So we can't really call this a proxy war.
One counter to you. Just one counter question to you, please, Anders. See, listen, why send arms if you're not willing to fight? Why send arms if you're not willing to fight?
I mean, we are taking the risk of fighting. Putin
you're not
is
taking the risk of fighting.
threatening war against the West now. So we are risking a fight. We are risking our own Western countries in the fight. So we're actually paying a cost and expectation.
That means you're escalating.
For this war.
So that means you accept that you're escalating. I'd like Nikolai Toporin to come in on this. Okay, Glenn is on the debate right now. Glenn, that's in a way admission that you're escalating. Glenn, Professor Glenn Diesen from Norway.